Hey YouTube, JW. Video for you guys here today. I'm going to go through some of my budget automatic knives. I still carry some every day, but these are the ones that I keep put up. I call them budget because most of them are in the $30 range. A couple of them here are worth a little bit more than that, but some of them are vintage, some of them are new, or were new not very long ago. I guess I'll start with the most modern ones. My Kalashnikov, it's a Blade HQ exclusive. Orange. These are really good knives, these Boker Kalashnikovs. My father-in-law, I bought him a tan one when I bought this, and I think that was in 2012, and he still carries it every day and has fired it probably thousand times, and it still works very good. So I highly recommend the Boker Kalashnikov as an everyday carry automatic. Aus-8 steel. You can get it pretty sharp. Dagger type blade is not bad for EDC. Pretty good pocket clip. My original Lightning out the front that I bought in 2010, maybe 2011, but I've had it for a long time. I got a blue one now that I carry that I just recently bought, but I carried this one for a very long time. Definitely good knives. It got to the point where when it's closed, sometimes the blade will want to slip past and come out when it was in my pocket, so I didn't want to carry it anymore. So I retired it, but as you can see, it still works fine. Another very highly recommended budget automatic is the Lightning, the Taiwan version. Very good. Another cheap automatic that I carried quite a bit was this. It's like a Protect Godfather Chinese clone copy. Springs out real good. You know, there is no safety on it, and I've seen these in several different configurations: black, green, kind of like a marble looking handle scale, red, blue, also with the satin blade. Another good automatic knife that is cheap, budget friendly. And I got a couple here that are out the fronts that I never did carry. This is like a Concord clone. It's a very heavy duty knife. Kind of a weak ejection on the blade on this one, but I bought this at a gun show about 3 or 4 years ago. See? Honestly, out of all of them, this one is probably the worst. Actually, it hasn't done that to me in a while, but... And there we go again. Maybe it needs to be oiled. I don't know. Something about the way it's... You kind of got to do that sometimes. You got to go like that and get it back in on these. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend carrying this. This is kind of just a novelty, and it's kind of unusual because as heavy duty as the way this knife is built. It's a shame they didn't put better insides in it because it could have been a good knife. Moving on. Another one of the first knives I got about the same time as the Lightning is the Tomb Raider. And this is kind of like, you know, these are kind of like the cheap out the fronts nowadays, the styles that you see. This one definitely, it works better. It's got the double-edged dagger blade. Kind of this is a boxy style square knife. I believe you can buy these in kit form too. I don't know why they call them the Tomb Raider. There may have been one in the original Tomb Raider movie that looks similar to this. But you can still get these. Moving down the line here, we'll go to a couple budget stilettos. And this is kind of the style you see nowadays on like a $20 automatic. It's got kind of a boxy style to it. They seem to work pretty good. They say Italy Milano on them. You can get these. I get a lot of people that ask me about these kind of knives, like when I post on Instagram and stuff, because people are looking for just budget automatics like this to carry around with them and don't know where to get them. And I'd say go to direct knife sales or maybe Key West are good. Swords. There's a lot of places where you can get these nowadays. And, you know, for 20 bucks, they're not bad. And I got a couple newer versions here. Newer ones that is a little bit larger. Let's see how much bigger that is. This one kind of has the acrylic camo. You can see the button is kind of crooked on this one. Safety lever is kind of bent. With the acrylic camo, I just thought it looked cool. And then I got the Black Magic Tactical Black, which is a really popular style. Like the Beltram Tactical Stiletto kind of brought this, and this, the quality of these, especially this one, it kind of has the brass pins, the brass liners. At least it looks like brass. It's fairly sharp. It's a little bit better quality. I like the looks of those handle scales. And I got 3 1980s stilettos. All more or less the same. These are like the ones that you would find in the magazines, like, you know, Edgeco brand. Now, I don't think these were made in China, like these new ones. Back then, I don't know. It said, they say Italy Milano on them, or Soligen, or Rosfray, but they're probably made in Japan, Taiwan most likely. You can kind of tell these because they've got that stepped pin there on the bottom of the hole like that. You can kind of tell the older ones when you see them for sale. Pretty cool. Just your standard S-style guard stilettos. And then I've got two manual, actually. It's in with my budget autos, but I like these two because you can tell that you can see the difference here in you have an Italian style. They got the faux buttons. The button even has spring to it, but it is a manual. This one actually has horn handles on it too. So this one brass liners. This one's pretty good quality. But you can see the difference here in a Japanese stiletto. Same principle, button, Rizzuto, Milano type handle scales, Delrin plastic. It has more of a straight bolster to it as opposed to the S bolster. Has the fishtail at the bottom as opposed to the rounded butt. And also the blade profile, almost like a spade sheep's foot type blade as opposed to the clip point standard stiletto blade. So that's a good comparison to see the difference between the same time period Italian fake Switchblade stiletto and the Japanese. And then lastly, I've got a couple lever locks. This one is actually a manual as well. And I've seen most of the ones I've seen like this are in fact automatics. Coffin style handle. With that long finger nail nick there, Japan style. This one is a Edgeco. Cold War era. Taiwan, says Taiwan lasered on there. It says stainless rust free on the blade. And this one, as you can see, is an actual automatic lever lock. Basically the same knife, just one's an automatic and one is a manual. Got this one off of Sharper Deals. So that's pretty much all of them, all my budget ones I keep in this one anyway. I've got a few other ones floating around, but that's the majority of them, you know, and that's not including like all of my Rizzutos and all that type, all my out the fronts. This is just kind of your $20 to $40 automatic knives. I think there's 16 of them in here, so I appreciate you guys watching. To all my new subscribers. I haven't been putting out that many videos, but I've kind of been dealing with a lot and then illness and some other things, and I just haven't been able to get out the type of videos that I was for a long time. So appreciate you following me on G+ and Instagram, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I can. Thanks.